Alright, so what's going on guys, it's Daz here and welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since I've uploaded, I completely understand that. It's been a long, weird year to say the least. This is going to be a little bit of 2018 in review, somewhat. So the reason I'm making this video is that 3 years ago today, believe it or not, 3 years, I uploaded my first ever video on the YourDailyDOHs channel. And it was me sat on my sofa playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on my TV, trying to record it as best I could. Had my dad sitting beside me to make sure I got everything right, and it was just a hot mess. It was in 480p, it wasn't full screen. There was a lot wrong with that video, but it's still one of my favourites because of the sentimental value of it.
Getting big on YouTube, getting spotted on YouTube, getting featured on YouTube, all of that sort of good stuff is almost next to impossible.
So yeah, that was 3 years ago today. It's crazy looking back on it. I feel like I'm just a completely different human being to who I was then. It's actually insane. I remember when I first started the channel, it was so difficult making videos because I hadn't got the setup or the area to record it in. So anytime I wanted to record a video, I had to set that all up from scratch. And this is pretty much what I look like. It was awful.
Finally we have this mess, my unprofessional finished looking setup. So unfortunately I don't have a little desk corner set up like most gamers or YouTubers do. So I have my softbox here sitting on my bed. I have my camera on my tripod, as you can see here, my Sony action cam that I showed you a minute ago. Now my game cube is sitting on my bed attached to my Elgato capture card with wires running across the computer that I usually use for editing, but when I'm recording gameplay I bring it into my bedroom because it's where I have my game capture download software thingy. Now my telly is on my wall. I don't have a monitor, so I use my actual TV, and this is pretty much how my setup looks for the most part, except for usually the GameCube would change to a PlayStation or whatever console I'm using on the day. But literally guys, this is what it looks like when I'm recording, and this is basically the standard I'm at now. But as I said, obviously gonna get slightly better.
Nowadays, fast forward 3 years and everything has changed. So my setup's a little bit untidy at the moment, and I'm in the middle of doing a bit of a spring clean in winter. But just look at the difference of it now. It's actually like mind blowing. So over the years, over the course of the last couple of years, I've put a lot of money into my setup, I've put a lot of time into my setup, I've got a lot of gifts and stuff from like Christmas and birthdays to where I could add to it and try and make it the best that I possibly could given the space that I have. So yeah, fast forward 3 years and I've got this setup that I'm super proud of and that I absolutely love and that I use every single day of my entire life. Like literally every day I'm sat on my gaming chair, which wasn't even in the video, watching videos or making videos or streaming or playing games or talking to friends. I'm in that corner, like I'm literally in that corner all the time. For those of you guys who have been keeping up with me over the last little while, you'll notice maybe on Twitter or on Twitch, I've been streaming a lot. I've been streaming often enough. No, I'm not going to say a lot, I'm going to take that back. I've been streaming fairly often, you know, regular enough. I've been kind of focused on that more so than the video side of things over the last while. Now there's a few reasons for that. Once again, I always say they're not excuses, they're just kind of my thought process on why I didn't do it. I guess they are excuses. But I'm not looking for you to be like, oh it's okay Darren, I understand, that's fine. It's just me explaining why everything happened. So this year was a long year and a lot happened this year. Shut up, shut up, shut up. So another one of the reasons, before I even get into the rest of them, is my house is extremely loud all the time. And that makes it difficult to record, as you're just seeing. And once again, my dog's drinking water behind me. And you're so loud, Coco. Like before I even continue with the rest of this video, let me actually just show you how loud it is in my bedroom right now, right? Let's go. So my dad is a singer-songwriter, he's currently working on a song. My older brother plays music for a living and records in his bedroom. My younger brother for Christmas just got a keyboard and a loop pedal to start making some music. He also listens to loud music on the regular in his room. My little sister is getting into music, she's 13, she just got herself a microphone, a loop pedal, a piano. She's getting into all that. And on top of that, this house is like really popular for family and friends to stop by. It's just constantly loud and busy in this house. So don't get me wrong, it's a good thing, it's a good atmosphere and stuff in the house, but for making videos, it's literally impossible to find 5 minutes of silence in this house. So that's one of the reasons it's really difficult for me to make videos. Now I know some of you are saying, why don't you just record outside, go outside, or have your family in the videos? Well, only my dad is okay with being on camera, so the rest of them don't want to be on camera. My little sister occasionally, if I ask her and I really like say, please jump in a video, fine. My little brother will never get a video, my older brother will never get a video. I haven't even got any photos of me and my mum because she just hates cameras. So literally, it's only my dad that can get in the video. So that's it. As for videoing outside, across the course of 2018, I became a lot more of a hermit than I ever was before. Well, mainly I started working from home, which really pushed me to never get dressed and never leave the house. Like even right now, I'm wearing slippers and a pair of Mario pajama bottoms, which you can't see. So because I work from home, I don't bother getting dressed. I'm not going anywhere. I only get dressed if I actually have to go somewhere. And for the most part, the only place I go is Ashley's, and I go there in my pajamas. So became a bit more of a hermit than I ever was before, which is kind of weird. So I don't really leave the house. I spend most of my time in the house on computers and stuff. I work on computers. I enjoy my spare time on computers. I play a lot of games, which pushed me a lot away from the vlogging side of things as well. So it was a weird year. I mean, like, a lot happened this year. I became extra busy in work. And then there was like things happened throughout the year that caused me to have to stop doing videos for a while and stuff that we won't get into. And then also because of the whole hermit thing and staying in all the time and certain friends leaving and going away and not seeing certain friends anymore, not for any particular reason, like I didn't fall out with anyone this year. And the main reason I didn't fall out with anyone is because I didn't see anyone this year. I wasn't leaving the house to go and like interact with people, so there was no way I could possibly fall out with anyone. It just didn't happen. But for whatever reason, just the way things went, I just videos just kind of really took a backseat. And because I was sitting in all the time, I wasn't going anywhere to make interesting videos, which I felt like I was doing in the past, where I was making videos about going here and going there or whatever. But even in 2018, a lot of holidays that I've been planned, I think 3 holidays that I booked, 2 or 3, let's just say 3, I think 3 holidays that we booked to go on in 2018 fell through the floor. They just didn't happen because certain things came up that stopped them from happening. Like we were supposed to go to London, and there was a death in the family, couldn't go to London. Then we were supposed to go to Bali in Indonesia for 2 weeks, and we couldn't do that because Ashley had to get surgery on her tooth. It was like causing infections in her gum and stuff, where she could have lost feeling in her face. It was like kind of a serious thing that could have happened, so we had to do that. But also on top of that, at the same time, Bali was getting hit by earthquakes and tsunamis and all sorts at the time, so we were kind of a bit hesitant to going anyway. But that was another holiday that we had to kick to the curb because of just the way life went. So 2018 was just a really, really weird year. Mentally, I wasn't in the best place either, you know, that I've ever been. Like, I'm not depressed or anything like that. That word gets thrown around way too often. I just wasn't as mentally strong this year as I've been in previous years, so take from that what you will. The big one for me though in 2018 was Ireland's Got Talent. That was, I think that knocked me more than I had hoped it would, and not for the reasons you might think. So for those of you guys who don't know, I was on Ireland's Got Talent this year, which was the first year that IGT has ever aired on TV. And even like the episode that we were on, I can't remember if it was the audition or the semi-final, had like 750,000 people watching it and stuff like that. So we got some airtime on a pretty big show for this country, you know. And so we auditioned this time last year. It was December 15th, 2017. No, sorry. We found out on December 15th that we were through to the semi-finals. We auditioned on like the 3rd or something like that. And from that point on then, the next couple of months became really, really focused on IGT. Getting the performance right, making the mix, getting the costumes and stuff ready, which to be fair to my dad, he done pretty much all of that, but we had to have a level of involvement in that because we were part of it. So early on in the year, a lot of the focus for the YouTube channel went out the window and it all went onto IGT. And I was okay with that because I really thought that IGT was going to be a platform and a springboard for me to get airtime, to be seen and to gain a lot of subscribers and kickstart the channel. And when it didn't, that was when that's what kind of knocked me a little bit. So when we went on the Ireland's Got Talent, I'm actually going to do a couple of IGT review videos in January. So I'll do a reaction to my audition, reaction to my semi-final, and then I'll talk a little bit about it because my contract and stuff is up with that, which was another thing that affected the channel for a while. But the contract is up with Sony and stuff, so I feel I'm a bit more able to talk about it. For the first 6 months, from March to, what's 6 months after March? September, I'm gonna say? From March to September, we were under contract with Sony. As part of that contract, anything that was artistic or creative that we made belonged to Sony. So it was no longer ours, which meant that any videos or YouTube videos I made were owned by Sony, were no longer mine. And that really turned me off making YouTube videos because I felt like it wasn't mine anymore. Not that I was making money or anything from it in the beginning where they were going to take that and I was going to lose out on like revenue or anything. It felt like it wasn't mine. So it was like, what's the point anymore? Like I was obviously doing this for me, and now I'm not. So that was like a 6-month period where it wasn't for me anymore. That was when I didn't feel like I wanted to do it anymore. I gave up the start of the year to prepare for Idols Got Talent with the expectation that channel would have blown up, and then I could really kickstart from there. And that didn't happen, and that was a kick in the nuts, to be fair. Like I wasn't expecting to hit like 1 million subs from the thing, but I thought it would have helped me get some ground, progress to get a little bit closer to where I wanted to be, you know, but that never happened. That was the only reason I did it. I mean, the main reason we did that as a group was we wanted to try to get more work out. We literally went on to IGT for promotion to try to get more work, to try to get an extra few quid in my pocket. But my personal reason was I wanted it to help out YouTube, and it didn't. And that was a bit of a downer, and that kind of still kind of annoys me, to be fair. And it's not like it's anyone's fault, or it's not like it's my fault or anything, but that's something that it's just annoying. I really wish I had it worked out. So yeah, so IGT was a big one for this year, for all the wrong reasons. But now we're going to 2019 now, in just a couple of days time. Although the year changing is literally just a number, like fuck all actually happens. I want to try and make 2019 a bit more my year than what this one was. So I plan on streaming and trying to get back into YouTube and stuff as best I can. Like for those of you guys who even follow me on like Instagram, I haven't even uploaded a photo. I just stopped going out and taking pictures. I was like, fuck it, man. And it's not like I ever lost love for it. Like I always wanted to do it, but could never go and do it, you know? And people are always like, it's so easy, Darren, just press record and talk bollocks to your camera like everyone else does. Or just take a picture of your food, Darren, and upload it, because that's what every other content on YouTube does. On Instagram, sorry. But it was just never right, man. It was just never right. The podcast was something that I really wanted to do. Never really got into it. I just didn't give everything the fucking time and effort it deserved. And it was just bleh. I don't know, man. It's easy to do this shit, you know what I mean? It's harder than what people think, but it's easier than what it should be, you know? I don't have any real production value or quality. It's just me and a camera, and I sit on the fucking little desk out in my room and press edit and record and do whatever it takes. People think it's like a 5-minute job. It's really not, but it's also not a difficult job, you know? I just have to sort my shit out. So that's what I want to do in 2019. I want to get back on the grind. I really want to get into streaming. I got a stream deck off my brother for Christmas, and I really want to try and like up my my game with that one. And I just want to try and get back into YouTube and Instagram and do all the things that I love and all the things that I invested in because I love them. Like this camera alone was like fucking 1,500 quid or something without the attachments on it. The computer and everything that's out there, Jesus Christ, man, my room cost me bleeding my life at the moment. Like everything that I've ever got went into that room out there at the moment. So I want to put everything back to use. 2018 wasn't my year. It wasn't what I expected. I hope you had a good year, by the way. So let's make 2019 my year and make it a better one for the channel, for me. So no excuses, none of that, no asking for sympathy, none of that bollocks. Like I'm not like that. I just wanted to say what's been up over the last while, but we're 3 years deep now. I'm older, wiser, fatter. Yeah, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna try and do it right. I'm just gonna stop making promises of like, we're definitely gonna do this, or this is gonna be out on that day, we're gonna do this many times a week. I have to stop doing that. I've done that way too many times in the past. Scrap that. Whatever happens, happens, but I'm gonna give it a bash. That's the only promise I'm gonna make to myself. Anyway guys, have a fucking great new year. Hope 2019 is your year. And sorry I'm in the front of the fuck out of me dogs. I will see you all next time. Peace.